Hello and welcome. I'm Arif Gilany, author of the Ministry of Miracles. I've got some ideas to share with you this week of first week of 2022, and I think you're going to like them. These ideas we're going to talk about how to create wealth, abundance, and opportunities by developing the right mindset. Of course, it is possible. All of those are possible if you develop the right mindset. And I have been studying mindset for over 25 years. 25 years ago, when I arrived in Canada, I was walking around the street and came across a book called Unlimited Powers by Tony Robbins. I picked up the book and studied it with great difficulty, but it set me off on a journey that has led to very moment we are together here. So this information I want you to listen to with a grain of salt. Hope you have a pen and paper to take some notes, and also subscribe to our channel because every week this year I'm going to bring you a video, educational video, only because I care. This is out of sense of responsibility. You see, we live in the golden age. This is an era that man has looked forward to, dreamt of, and worked towards for thousands of years. But since it's here, most of us take it for granted. In the golden age, on all of the great opportunities that we have, let's take a look at what happens to 100 people at the age of 65. The news is that at the current rate of wealth creation, out of 100 people that reach the age of 65, one of them will be wealthy. They will be worth over $5 million at that point, and four will be financially independent. They will not need to work for money. 41 will be still working at age of 65, and 54 will be dead broke, and most of them, of course, sick. I have made up my mind that I will be working until the day that I am gone from this planet because I just love what I do. The good news here is that success and health is all of those things that we talked about are learnable skills. If you want to learn more, subscribe to this channel where you can get weekly information on all of the facts that we talked about. But the art of creative thinking is what we're going to talk about mostly because we will engage you and encourage you to become involved in your own rescue. See, nobody's coming to your rescue. Believe me, all of the bad news that you listen to and watch on the news is not going to help you. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I just don't want it in my mind. I have made up my mind that don't want to be part of the bad news that's going on around the world, no matter what it is. I am going to protect myself by building my own mind and my immune system. See, what causes fear is anxiety, and anxiety doesn't get expressed, it gets depressed. And the suppression leads to depression. Anxiety gets suppressed, which is suppression, which leads to depression. And the only way to know all of this is through understanding, and understanding comes from study. There's laws that you can learn to lock your mind into those laws because the laws explain everything. There's laws of nature, there's laws of business, there's laws of making money. You have to dream about your life and what you want and what the outcome you want to be. You can plan it because you're people. I am blessed to have mentors and coaches who have helped me out throughout the years, and I'm so blessed to still be coached and mentored daily. And then you can do it, which is exactly what I'm doing. When you understand these laws, dis-ease becomes ease because lack of understanding is what causes the problem. You see, what happens to us is right here. This year, most people are just about second week of January have forgotten about their goals. They were so excited, perhaps, about all of these goals because we live in paradigms. Paradigms, a set of ideals and thoughts and habits that have been programmed into our subconscious mind. The environmental factors, family talks, employer situations, and school teach us a set of principles that we act based on satisfying those needs. The good news is you can reprogram yourself. See, bad news sells because that's what resonates with our paradigms. This is what we've been addicted to talk about and listen to bad news and what's happening around the world, who is sick and who is dying, and all of those could be reprogrammed. Once you have a positive mental attitude, once you develop this great mindset of not letting distractions in your mind. See, 2022 is the year of no distractions in my mind. I am not letting anything or anyone distract me from my goals and my dreams and what I wanted to achieve. You are here to perform God's work. Every religion in the book says that man was created in the image of God. So we're here to do God's work, which is creating miracles in our lives. And we will help you understand. Once you subscribe to this channel, I will help you understand all of this based on 25 years of research and thousands of books and reading and experiences in my own life, in my own family life. We will help you understand that the mindset comes from the paradigm, and we need to break that paradigm in 2022. We want to change. We want to overcome doubt and self-doubt and fear. Fear comes from doubt. And if you understand, you don't doubt. So it's about understanding. And understanding comes from study. The key is to study. And I've been studying this knowledge for over 25 years. See, we're in changing times. You can choose fear or you can choose faith. I just don't want to choose fear. I'd rather be faithful. The cause of fear is ignorance. Ignorance is not knowing, not studying, not being aware. It starts with doubt and worry on the subconscious level. It takes it takes imagination. We take images and we cause fear. All of these images that are fed into our mind cause constant fear. And fear sets up a vibration of anxiety. See, when somebody gets anxious, they start to vibrate, they start to shake. Anxiety does not get expressed. It gets suppressed. And when it gets suppressed, it turns into depression. And so many people have come to me and they're so depressed and decays and diseases and illnesses. See, the opposite of ignorance is knowledge. And the way we get knowledge is to study. Study leads to understanding. Understanding leads to faith. Faith is expression, which puts us at ease. Faith leads to expression. See, every person that has faith has a communication, expression of their gratitude towards what they have. Faith leads to expression, which puts us at ease. Also, when we are born, see, the animal kingdom adapts to their environment. Every animal in the jungle adapts to their environment. When a snake is born, it knows how to adapt to the environment. So is a fox, antelope, a lion. Everybody adapts to their environment because they use the five senses: see, hear, taste, feel, and touch. We, human beings, are the only species that are disoriented in our own environment. Why is this? Because the God creator has given us the faculty to create our own environment. See, this is a creation. This was a design. This was a design, a creation of my imagination. Every human being has the ability to create their own environment. That's why we get disoriented when we are put on this planet, because we have been given the faculties that we're going to talk about to create our own environment. It starts with our self-image, which I mentioned is programmed by our paradigm. See, Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon who performed surgeries on people who had broken faces or scars on their face. He noticed that some people actually change their performance once the surgery was done and healed up, improved. Others didn't. So he concluded that the image is actually in the self. It's not on the outside. It's not this that makes the image of me. It's what's inside of me. The inner image is more important than the outer image. It's our beliefs that are more important than how we look, what we wear, how we look to the other person. We come here to a rather interesting fact. We tend to minimize the things that we can do, and the goals that we can accomplish for some strange reason. And we think that other people can perform them and can achieve them, but we cannot. See, I'm here to tell you that you are full of reservoirs of talents and abilities. If you unlock them, you can make miracles happen in your life. You can go from doubt to self-confidence to confidence. Doubt leads to fear. Doubt is caused by lack of understanding, as I mentioned. If it's me that I'm not understanding it, then I got to study me. I have been studying me. I even wrote books on the topic of me. The magic word is to have gratitude. Gratitude towards life, towards study. I'm so grateful that I learned the English language, that I can study the top people in the world. A person with a poor attitude towards learning is not going to learn anything great. Is not going to make any changes in their lives. See, there's 6 faculties of creating miracles in our life. I am studying me to understand you. As a matter of fact, the more I understand me, the more I understand you. There's no end to personal growth. This knowledge that I picked up 20 odd years ago has been pulling me like a magnet, and now I feel the responsibility of sharing it with you. You can take control of your own world. Number one of these faculties is the faculty of perception. That is how we see things. Perception is everything. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Number two faculty of creating miracles in your life is intuition. Intuition is that higher faculty that reads energy. Ever stood in the mall and wondered that if somebody's looking at you, your hair almost stands out like a wild cat, that you feel like somebody's looking at you? That's you picking up energy. That is your intuition. Number three is the will, the ability to hold one idea in the screen of your mind, regardless of what happens outside. If you knew where I am and what I am doing, you would be thinking this is impossible that I can perform the way I am based on the outside world. But it's here that the image I hold in my mind based on my willpower is that the most important thing. Then it's the reason. It's the ability to think with logic. The thinking ability is the faculty of reason. And then there's memory. Everybody has perfect memory. I lost my memory in 2013. It took me 2 years, but I regained it, retained it, and rebuilt my life. You can do the same. Everybody has a perfect memory. The sixth faculty of intellectual faculties that we lead to creating miracles in your life is the faculty of imagination. Anything that you can hold in your mind, you can hold in your hand. Believe it, that I am creating miracles in my life every day. I'm so blessed to have come across this knowledge. Think about it. You are the miracle. You are the miracle that was created. What you have been doing is programming yourself with all the outside forces, TVs, bad news, gossip, all the things that are going on around the world. I just don't want to be a part of it. As a matter of fact, I made it a rule in my household here that nobody tells me the bad news because I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested. See, what is success? Success is progressive realization of a worthwhile ideal. These are ideas from Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, Bob Proctor, all of the great thinkers of our time and the past. If a man works towards a predetermined goal and knows where he's going, he is a successful man, no matter what he does. Could be successful as a school teacher. You could be successful as a mother, raising great children. You could be successful as a storekeeper, because that is what you want to do. You could be a success as a salesperson. You could be a top salesperson in your company and you are a success. Successful person is anyone who is doing what he's predetermined, decided on, because that's what he wants to do. Think about what you want to do in 2022. See, the desire leads to action, which leads to result. Action means to act upon. The world is going online. I'm here to create some amazing programs within the next few months as we settle in and put our plan into action. Every day, put away 15 minutes to calm your mind and review your day and plan the next day. See, I'm full of ideas because I've been studying all of this for the last 25 years. I didn't get here overnight. I used the process of changing habits, which requires discipline. The disciplines that you can follow to change is the hardest thing you can do because we've been programmed by our paradigm, but all the things that are happening on the outside, and to change that is going to require stern discipline. Simplified ideas, simplified formulas, 7 days to discipline the willpower. Do you have the will, that faculty that we talked about? If you follow one program, one habit for exactly 7 days, you have disciplined yourself, proven that you have willpower. If you continue it for 21 days, you can build a habit. And if you continue this for 90 days, you will change your lifestyle. Today, 2022, I run at least 2 to 5 kilometers every single day, 5 to 6 days a week. As a matter of fact, many times in many weeks, I just run 7 days because I feel better. It's become a habit inbuilt in me. If I don't run, I don't feel good, regardless of rain, shine, snow. All you need is a pair of good shoes and warm clothes. I've created some amazing brands out of camel. That was my idea of really continuing to move. See, I use my creativity, I use the imagination. I wanted to get you all of this information, and I hope you look forward to our next program. If you have any ideas, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. I'm here to give, I'm here to help. It's 2022. I feel obligated, responsible to give back. Let me go back to this ideas of intellectual faculties of creating miracles. And I'm going to go through them one more time. Perception. That is how you see things. When you change the way you see things, the things you look at change. Intuition. The higher faculty that reads energy. You can pick up energy. It's the psychic ability. It's the sixth sense. And it never lies. Third of these faculties that create miracles is the will. The willpower. Start a habit, put a goal, put something on paper and try it for 7 days. See if you have the willpower to create some new habits in your life. The reason I'm talking to you here, and I want you to reason with yourself, see if I'm making sense. God has given you the ability to think. If I'm saying nonsense, you will pick it up. Memory. Everybody has a perfect memory. All you need is repetition of an idea through learning to write the idea down and repeat it over and over and over again. Imagination. Imagine all of the great blessings you have in your life and start to think about some of the things that you want to create within the next 90 days in your life. I'm Arif Gilany. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and thanks for listening and subscribing to this channel.